Every grappler on the planet has heard the words, just don't be there in the first place. Now, when we're frustrated and we keep getting caught in the same positions, the same submissions, it frustrates the living daylights out of us. Our ego is dented. We're humiliated. And we just want the answer. We just want the solution to the problem right now. So we ask our coach in front of everybody in the gym, Coach, how do I escape this type of armbar? And he breaks half a smile and just goes, just don't be there in the first place. And everybody in the gym lets out a little giggle, and you're left without an answer with a red face. That situation has happened to every single grappler on the planet multiple times. And it got me thinking, is this exceptionally intelligent coaching, or is it lazy coaching? Now, the more I think about this, the more I realize something really important. For those that are new to the channel, welcome. My name is Paul Green. I'm a former British paratrooper and Special Forces Support Group operator. Over my time over the past 10 years, I have been a human performance specialist within the Army, and I've trained thousands of elite soldiers, helping them delete injuries and build physical resilience for deployments all around the world. 2 years ago, I left the Army, and now I coach mainly grapplers in helping them delete their injuries and build physical resilience. Because if there's one thing we know about jiu-jitsu, is that people's joints are weak as piss. And it's my mission to make sure I can have a little bit of a positive impact in people's ability to do jiu-jitsu for the rest of their lives. So, when your coach says, just don't be there in the first place, what he actually means by this is that by you seeking to solve, because let's be honest, if you can't get out of an armbar, and being in an armbar is you have failed to address probably about 30 problems consecutively. By you trying to solve the armbar escape, you are getting distracted by not even thinking about addressing the 29 things that went wrong before you even ended up in the armbar position. So when your coach goes, just don't be there in the first place, he is basically saying, don't get your guard passed, use your frames more effectively, think about your sweeps, have more defensive positions from pins, pin escapes, reversing position, countering into an offensive cycle. He's saying all of these things by saying that. Now, my area of expertise isn't jiu-jitsu, right? I coach as a hobby, and I do enjoy it when I'm coaching jiu-jitsu because I'm a coach at the end of the day. It's what I do. I'm a passionate, I love helping people. I love developing people's technique. But my area of expertise is with physical training, and I am drawn to helping people with injuries just because of people's mindset, people's beliefs, and people's standards seem to completely collapse when an injury is present. And I know exactly why this happens. It's because there's a little bit of pain, and there's layers and layers and layers of certain beliefs about what you can and what you can't do, right? I'm more attracted to the mindset and the psychology, but the physical training, the programming, the nutrition, the daily habits, I love all that as well, right? But one thing I've noticed is that most people have that armbar escape mentality, that reactive white belt mentality when their body's absolutely fucked. Whether it's an elbow injury, a lower back injury, a shoulder injury, a knee injury, instead of not having these issues in the first place, instead of pausing and going, is there anything I could have done better over the past few years to not constantly have these issues with my body? Instead of doing that, people are very quick to ask the question, the reactive white belt question. How do I get rid of it? How do I reduce the pain now? Help me. Give me what I want. Acupuncture, ice baths, compression gear. Reactive mindset, reactive cycle. And sure enough, you might solve it. You might get lucky. You might solve the issue. But you'll have to bounce around every shiny recovery method because you have failed to think about and spend a lot of time and energy into thinking about the reasons why you had this in the first place. Now, when you get injured, especially as you're getting older, when you get injured, it's never because of the result of one point in time. It is an accumulation of unsolved problems over a longer period of time. This could be stress, it could be poor sleep, it could be a poor diet, it could be the fact that you don't lift weights, it could be that you don't lift weights correctly, it could be that you're training terribly at the gym, it could be a ridiculous amount of stress with your family life, not having enough fun. All of these things accumulated are the reason why you are in this position. But you'll know just as much as I do. We know what grapplers are like. And grapplers are the worst for this. And yes, of course, we do this on the mats, but we do this even more off the mats, in particular with our body, when it's our joints. Instead of blaming yourself for being there in the first place, you are doing all you can to solve the issue right now. But if you solve the issue right now, you don't change all of these habits that got you there. And then the next thing goes. Then it's your ACJ. Then it's your lower back. Then it's your shoulder. Listen, this sport's fucking brutal. I know how difficult this realization must be for you. And that's exactly why I built my longevity program up in such a way. It's one-to-one coaching. It's me and you. There's nobody else coaching you. You're not getting a program and sent on your way. Because one thing I acknowledge is how difficult it is for you to overcome these issues by yourself. So I have to give you an insane amount of support. I have to watch your technique in the gym because I acknowledge you've probably never even been in the gym before. And then trying to train injured joints when you've avoided training your knees for decades. I know what it's like. I've trained hundreds of grapplers in your shoes.